stupidly epic. Hello everybody! Welcome to the review for Cladun Returns. This is Sengoku on the PS4. It's also on the Vita. But yeah, so Cladun is a series that I've always seen sort of like in the background when I had my PSP. I would see Cladun on the PlayStation Store and that. I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. But I just never bought it. But this time, for Cladun Returns, I got in touch with NIS America, and they were kind enough to send me a review copy, so here I am, going to be talking about the game. So, Cladun Returns, this is Sengoku. You essentially wake up, like your character essentially wakes up on this little like hub world thing, and turns out he's dead, and the only way he's going to be able to move on is if he helps other spirits achieve their goals. Like, to move on to the next world, or like reincarnation, or whatever it is. But yeah, that's the basic setup to the story. So the game is split up into... If you've played Disgaea before, this is not a strategy game, but in terms of the same kind of setup, like, you go into like Chapter 1, and then you'll click on like Chapter 1, Map 1, Chapter 1, Map 2, you know, and you'll go into each map and just clear each map as you're going through it. It's kind of like a top-down kind of hacky slashy kind of game, and yeah, that's one of the spirits that you've got to go and help. And this is an example of one of the actual stages. So I've equipped my character with a scythe. You've got multiple different weapons in the game. You've got swords, you've got axes and hammers, you've got maces. And you can, as you can see, you can pick up like all these different kinds of weapons as you're going through the level as well. You can use shields, you can use bows, like all that sort of good stuff. And it's totally an RPG, like, but it's an NIS style RPG, which means it's got like tons and tons and tons of replay value. Like, replaying maps is a big thing in this game, and when you're done with the story, there is also EX maps to have to go through, which is like really for the hardcore like players of the game. So I think my favourite part of this game by far is making characters. And like, there's two ways you can make characters. One way is just making a default character like what you can see there. That's just one of the template characters that you can choose from. But another thing is, and it's insane because like the depth is pretty deep. You can create your own characters using like a pixel art editor in the game, and it's totally robust. It's very simple, but it's really robust and it totally works. So like I made Ninja-san from my buddy Rage does Flash animation, and one of his earlier Flash animation series was a series called Maho no Ninja Adventures, and I made his main character for that series Ninja-san, and I made myself, I made Prime, I also made King Donut. It didn't really turn out that well, because obviously King Donut's a donut and not like humanoid in form. He's got arms and legs in that, but he's a flippin' donut, so can't really, you know, you can't really like translate it, equate it to like this, like the way this game sort of does its character modelling. But yeah, I absolutely adore the character creator in this game. There's like loads of different things that I've not even touched yet. Like there's a music editor in the game, so you can make your own music and everything. It's just the customization. If you want an RPG where you can just customize your own characters, your own music and everything like that, this is the game for you. Because like, I've never seen anything like this before. It might look very simple. It might look like, you know, it might just look like a very basic sort of top-down sort of sort of RPG game, like top-down, like sort of dungeon crawler Zelda style or whatever, you know. But it's not. There's a lot to it, and the meat of the game is definitely in the full-on sort of character editor that you can make. I mean, there are systems in the game as well that you'll see later on that is kind of like it's interesting, and it's kind of like it's interesting in a kind of like weird way on how you can sort of defend your character with other characters and things like that using something called the magic circle. But yeah, I'll use the magic circle bit here. Yeah, so what you can do is you can place a character on each one of those grey tiles, well, not the grey tiles, but the orange ones that is kind of like, obviously you'll unlock more as you go on in the game, but you can place a, like, you can see it in the background, it's still annoying, like, where's the footage of the, of the blooming magic circle stuff? But yeah, you're able to place other characters that you've made, or just like characters that you've just generated through using the game. You can place them on like above your character, below your character, to the left and right, and they'll give you stat bonuses, and they're essentially described in the game as like meat shields. Like they'll take damage before you take damage, essentially. So no matter like whether you make the characters or whether you just generate them using the game. See, I'm placing down like trinkets as well. That'll like add sort of bonuses and like give you more MP and things like that. So yeah, it's a total deep game in every sense of the word. Like you've got like something that kind of looks basic on a sort of visual level, on a sort of, you know, just sort of like from a front-facing standpoint, it just looks very basic. But then you've got like a really meaty sort of under that first layer. You know, you've got this really meaty game that's full of just pure customization, and it's just waiting there to be explored. You know, so but yeah, I just can't believe how simple it is. But it totally works. Like my buddy Rage came over today, and he made himself, like you know his character. Whenever we do like cartoons of like us, he done his character from those cartoons essentially, but he done it like like a pixel art version. So this is the character editor, and I've just done a quick wee time lapse here, just to show you the depth that you can go to. And all I'm showing you here is just like one face. This is like the head of Ninja-san getting built. You'll see the results of like if you can sit down for a wee while and sort of get to grips with the editor. I've got some clips here of like the results of your hard work. If you sit there for a while and like create your own characters, just kind of the results that you can do. Because I mean, my character, like in the lore of Stupidly Epic, in the lore of like their podcast Down to 4X and stuff, I've got a bionic arm from like Bionic Commando. So like I added a bionic arm onto Prime. So he's just got like his hat on with his like his ponytail in the back. He's got his beard. He's got his big belly, but he's also got a bionic arm. This is like what Ninja-san looked like when I'd completely finished him. Gave him his armor and his headband and all that sort of stuff. There's King Donut. You can see it kind of like it works, but it doesn't work. There's Prime. He's got his bionic arm there. He's running around like a total idiot. Yeah. And this is Rage. Rage built his character, and he went through the first level as well. And he's also customized his own weapon. So, in Down to 4X, he uses a shiv to kill someone. And that's what he's using right now. He's just using a screwdriver. So, yeah. And that's Rage's character from like the cartoons and that. So I mean, fantastic game overall, guys. It's like customization to the max. If you're wanting a game that's customization, this is definitely the game. So yeah, total highly recommended on that standpoint. Is there anything else? Nah, not really. I think I've pretty much covered it. Guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the review, don't forget to get a like, share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!
譲れない